Today was Go Skateboarding Day, and I had myself a good long session in the Nike BRSBs, and this is going to be my first impression of these shoes. No skate shop or separate entity is sponsoring this video, so I get to tell you guys exactly what I think about these shoes, and they cost me $50. So of course I get to tell you everything I think about these shoes and blah 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 blah. Nike BRSB is based off a Nike favorite, which is the Nike Cortez. Here are some of the highlights that Nike is pointing out about these shoes. A familiar favorite is reborn as the Nike BRSB. Almost every detail, from the color blocking to the sawtooth pattern on the sole, was inspired by the original Nike Cortez. But because this shoe is made for skateboarding, we added extras where they're needed, like the rubber from the sole that wraps up over the heel and around the toe for durability. It also wraps the sides, adding an extra layer to that high wear areas like the ollie zone. I usually tear my heel collar when I do my ollies, but maybe this helps too. Before we get into my session with these shoes, I have a bit of a sponsor, sort of a sponsor. It's not really a sponsor. If you've noticed in a lot of my videos, I usually have a giant water jug with me all the time. And after working with this company and everybody involved that I work with, I feel comfortable telling you guys about it because I only give you guys things that I actually use. This is your typical water flask that can keep your water cold for 24 hours, that can keep your coffee hot for 12 hours. This is a 64-ounce water bottle. I know that if I finish one of these while I'm skating, then I'm good. The 64-ounce water flask is originally $40, but because I'm so involved with the company, I'm able to offer it to you guys for $25. And the other flask that I use a lot, that's 37-ounce water flask, is originally $35, but I'm able to offer it to you guys for $20. Literally only link to this video, because I'm making a landing page just for this, in the description will be water flasks if you guys want to get some. Because honestly, I use this like all the time. All right, let's talk about these shoes. The first thing that I thought when I put these shoes on is that they are a lot more snug than I remembered a size 10 Nike shoe being. Nike typically makes a shoe that fits a slim foot very well. I myself have a slim foot, but with these Nikes in particular, I really do feel like they were extra slim. So if you have a very narrow foot, then you probably enjoy them. But if you have a wide foot, at least try them on and probably get like a half size or maybe even a full size up.
I got some getting used to do.
Starting from the first flat ground tricks that I was doing with this shoe, I did not really have a good time. I'm trying to adjust my kickflip.
Oh my God. And the first kickflip's not going too well. It's very grippy. I have to flick like a little slower, but then it like catches it when I go to like flick through the board. That feels good once you get used to it.
I've recently been skating a bulkier shoe, so transitioning from a bulkier shoe to a very slim shoe made me have to really adjust the way I did my kickflips in order to get them feeling just right. I definitely felt like I had to adjust my flicks, so I was flicking a little bit more late than I normally would. The tread on the bottom of these shoes is what you can expect from a typical Nike tread. It's really damn grippy and also very squeaky.
Dude.
In addition to that, I don't think that the grooves going up the side of the shoe or even on the heel of the shoe is gonna really add any extra durability because it's not really wrapping around your toe. After doing a few flip tricks throughout the day, I wore through the suede a lot more than I thought I would. The only thing that I'm actually really worried about, I'm probably gonna break through the stitches that are surrounding the eyelet a lot faster than I would hope. I will keep skating these though, so I'll put like updates on my Instagram or something. Usually a lot of shoes now will have like a triple stitch or a quadruple stitch. These shoes are still basically brand new. After skating them for one session, they got real dirty real quick. Like this lime green will really pop some dirt off the back of your heel collar if you just fall down once or twice.
Ow! My board has hit both my ankles.
You're not gonna be rocking a really bright lime green shoe for that long. The biggest thing for me with shoes like this is I really like doing my heel flip tricks.
Oh my God. I took an impact of a 10 stair.
This shoe has a very strange groove pattern along where my board first makes contact when I'm doing my heel flip tricks. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of threw me off.
Like these ridges mean slower flick. See, like it flipped like the right amount, but I feel like I flicked like really slow.
I'm used to trying to have a slower flick with my heel flip tricks. I felt as though that this would catch my board a lot quicker and be very responsive to any heel flip motions that I had. After only focusing on adjusting how I needed to do my trick, made it so that it wasn't so bad, and I got used to it pretty quick. When you first put these on, they don't feel stiff, but they definitely do feel solid. After skating them for like one session, they really did break in, but I do feel like I have maybe a session or two more until I feel fully confident with all the tricks that I like to do.
Whoa! Keep hurting my foot every time I bail.
Given that this shoe is a cup sole, it does have some additional impact protection aside from the fact that it has an insole. Because being a cup sole, you just get a little bit more impact protection because it's a solid piece that the outsole is made out of instead of two pieces like a vulcanized shoe.
I'm worried that like these ridges in the heel, like cause they're so like different than any other like outsole that I've skated that's a cup sole. I feel like my Vero Hills are gonna feel weird, so I should be able to do this like quite easily. This is all I do when I come here is Vero Hill this bump.
The insole in this shoe is exactly the same as the Nike Bruin React insole. But from what I remember, I feel like it's a little bit beefier in the toe area and the heel is pretty damn thick. So I feel like this insole itself is actually okay, but the thing about it is that the inside of this shoe is literally just the insole because the outsole itself is, wow. That was a pretty genuine wow. It's really damn thin, dude. I had some high hopes for when I started skating these that like, okay, the impact protection is probably gonna be pretty good. But after skating them for a little bit and not even jumping down anything that big, I definitely felt my heel hitting the ground kind of hard. If I was to rate the impact protection on these shoes on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 5 because it's passable, but at the same time, I would definitely want some additional impact protection with these shoes.
I don't feel like these would do well if I try to skate the double set.
Since I'm gonna still be skating these shoes, I wanna see if my insole fits in here. I think that I would wanna put my insole on top of the existing insole to maximize the impact protection. As far as this colorway goes, I got these on sale at the mall, and I think it's because they are a hideous colorway. They only cost me $50, and to be honest, 50 bucks for a skate shoe nowadays is pretty good. I did start to fray the shoelace on my nollie flipping foot and rip the stitches as well. And I only skated these for a few hours, and honestly, I took a lot of breaks in between trying tricks because it's really hot. After having a fun session on Go Skate Day with these shoes, I think that they are pretty responsive, but they do feel like they're gonna break down kind of fast. But they also have really good board feel, and at the same time, I don't feel like it's the best impact protection. And if you go and look, you can find these for $50 or $55, and that's actually a really good price for a skateboarding shoe nowadays, especially a Nike shoe. So all in all, it's up to you whether or not you want to try this shoe. Take everything that I said with a grain of salt, your grain of salt, meaning that how do you feel about it? Are those things that you like? Do you like good board feel? Do you not like semi-good impact protection? Do you really want a shoe that's slim? Do you have a slim foot? Then maybe these are for you. If not, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do. Make sure you check out the description for a very good deal on some water flasks. And I love you guys. I will see you in another video soon. Subscribe. Bye.